Namaste, beautiful mamas. Now, I wanted to talk you through three really important poses that the majority of my students over the years have told me after they've given birth. These are the three prenatal yoga poses that end up becoming their pose of choice during labor. And as we do all these poses during your pregnancy, you don't necessarily think to yourself, oh, I'm going to do this when I'm having contractions. It doesn't occur to you. It's not logical. But then once you're in labor, you suddenly realize, oh my gosh, this pose is going to feel really good. I love getting emails from my students after they've given birth saying, oh my gosh, rocking cobra saved my life. And they just really feel grateful for having practiced these poses on a regular basis throughout their pregnancy, so that when they're in labor, your muscle memory kind of kicks in and you don't even have to think about what it is that you need to do to help move that baby down and out and through your body into the world. So I want to show you those three poses right now really quickly. I won't do a full tutorial on them. I'll just give you the gist of how they roll. The first one that people really, really love is so simple. It's called child's pose. And a lot of women will do this with a cushion or a step or something in front of them, their knees wide, toes touching, and then just sitting forward like this, resting your chest, resting your head on a cushion. When I was in labor, I found that a little step stool was my best friend. And so I would come down on the step stool on my forearms and let my head rest in between contractions. So that's child's pose. The other one kind of builds up from that, and that's rocking cobra. So rocking cobra, you may be in child's pose while you're between contractions, but then when your contraction starts, your knees are still wide, toes are still touching, and you rock forward and then rock back. And you just move with your breath, close your eyes, keep your attention on your sits bones, on your hips, on your whole pelvis, and just feel how baby is moving around as he or she descends down through your pelvis. And the other one that people really love is the birth wave. And in fact, this is a pose that my teacher started teaching in classes after she had seen women naturally doing this when they were in labor. And so it's called the birth wave. This one's a little more complicated, but it's really a fascinating pose because of that kind of complexity. It ends up becoming very meditative. So you're creating this rhythmic motion with this birth wave, moving with your breath, and that can help you really work through a lot of contractions. So knees are wide, coming down into that child's pose, and then coming forward on your forearms, up into the cobra, drop the belly and the hips, then round the spine, bringing your hips back to your heels. Forward on your forearms, press up into the cobra, and then rounding your spine, hips back to your heels. And you'll do this inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you round back. And you close your eyes if that feels good, and really it enables you to kind of tune into how your body is contracting around that little baby of yours in your belly, and can help that baby to move through your body and out into the world on his schedule, of course. So those are the three poses that I encourage you to incorporate into your routine if you can. And if you're joining maternal classes, we will do them very regularly so that you can practice them throughout your pregnancy and prepare for birth. Namaste.